What is it? What do you want?
I just want you to help me rub my back.
So because you are pregnant, I cannot even do one simple thing in peace. Hold my hand. If you like, sit there.
Didn't you put me in this
there.
situation? Kobe! Thank you.
Women are symbols of spirituality, love, sacrifice, and above all, our strength. We are part of the development of this world, since we are the fabric that weaves the beauty out of it. As Martin Luther King Jr. once said, our lives begin to end the day we become silent about the things that matters. Tonight, I'm talking about the problems of antenatal depression. As we just witnessed, women go through lots of challenges. I would like to tell you a short story about Angela, a beautiful young woman who got pregnant. Everything was going on smoothly. But why was the causes of it? Because of lack of financial support, hormonal imbalances, stress and anxiety, and body changes. I believe and I know there are a number of people out there having similar cases, just like Angela. Growing up, I witnessed the strength of a woman. However, I also saw the devastating impact of the antenatal depression. One most painful thing is to make love with your partner, get pregnant, and later on go through a lot of challenges throughout your pregnancy. The heartbreaking aspect of it is that it affects the women mentally, socially, emotionally, as well as the health of the unborn child. A research was conducted in 2022 at the Konfanoti Teaching Hospital, and doctors interrogated 22.2% of those who were willing to talk about pregnancy in their homes, violence. And those who decided to talk about violence in their homes were also 33.3%. And those who were not willing were also 77.8%. And those who decided not to talk about violence in their homes were also 66.7%. Those that the doctors interrogated, 94.8% of them were married. 3.4% of them were not married. And 1.8% gave us no response, whether they are married or not. With this chart, we can see that there's a testament and a reality to the violence in our pregnant women's home. So let's ask ourselves, why would a pregnant woman decide not to voice out, even though she's being violated in her home? Most of the time, the answer that we get is because they are scared and afraid of losing their marriage. On the perpetrators chart, we can see that 40% of the act is committed by the husband, 12% the landlord, 6% the brother, 6% is stranger somewhere. But with this chart, we can see that most of the perpetrators are around the pregnant woman, creating an uncomfortable zone for her. Even though it's stipulated in the Article 27, Clause 1 of the 1992 Constitution of Ghana, and it states that women are to be given special protection before and after childbirth. But because our pregnant women decide not to voice out, perpetrators keep on flouting the rules. But I say no more with a virtual support app called the I Care Ghana. With I Care Ghana, we create a platform for pregnant women to connect with each other, share their experiences, and encourage themselves with it. And also, there's inclusive emotional chatbot that tracks the mood of these pregnant women 24/7 and detects the slightest depression to give out helpful tips. Working hand in hand with the Ministry of Health, we can create awareness and educate our men and family members about the cruciality of antenatal depression. Together, we can create a safer and more supportive environment for our pregnant women. Thank you.
Time aso, ebusia for ene, me na nefia, me ni bubetu. Akosia, what's the name is here?
Auntie Efia, me ne be ma bi netse. Aya hwehwa aware. Eya beju aware na mhu nsama fa afro.
Fe.
Ntina wo se etu aware ne hyeda. You too share that SABJ and who some myself a fool.
Hey.
Many bear may I will me and son on Shankray, my friend on swap on fat.
Onfa. Any answer na critical. Producer, patro for Thomas my why. Hello?
Hello.
Ofa Thomas saying.
Yeah.
Patro Miss Fiana make say patro buy what fair bit me chain or see a friend akusua. Or say winning now 1, 2, 3. Won't shankola no nyashe. What do you have to say for yourself?
Minisika. Minyasika me de beba.
Hey.
In the world where love stories promise a happily ever after, the reality is not the same. In the world where love stories promise a happily ever after, the reality becomes starkly different. For some women, the journey to motherhood comes with joy and anticipation. However, for some, it begins with heartbreak and betrayal. The emotional impact of such betrayal could be overwhelming, combining feelings of sadness, anger, and confusion with that of their new roles as single mothers. According to the Echo newspaper, there are 30% of single parents. There are 30% of single parents in Ghana, with 24% of them being women. The percentage of single women increased from 14.1% to 19.5% in 2014, according to the Humanities and Social Sciences Communication Survey. These women are walking around facing a lot of difficulties. Challenges like financial strain, emotional stress, combining work with that of childcare alone, lack of support from the society, and limited time for self-care. Circumstances like teenage pregnancies, unwanted pregnancies, divorce, separations, irresponsible fathers, and death of spouse could be the reason one becomes a single mother. Organizations that exist are Single Mothers Association, the Obasima Foundation, who are already helping when it comes to the struggles of single mothers. Yet the problem still persists. In Ghana, where we put a lot of emphasis on families and marriages, single mothers go through a lot of judgment. That is why, as a woman who is passionate about the well-being of single mothers and their children, I have come up with community-driven support and empowerment initiatives. These initiatives are going to help reduce the struggles on single mothers through a collective effort under the initiative Eraba. When I say Eraba, then you respond, Mejinamimba. When I say Eraba, then you respond, Meshemimba. Eraba, Mejinamimba. Eraba, Meshemimba. At Eraba, our vision is to create a future where our single mothers have access to a support system that will help them overcome their daily challenges, pursue their goals, and create a brighter future for themselves and their family. Our long-term initiatives are to be advocates for better policies for our single mothers and be a center where they can always have access to. At Eraba, our short-term initiatives include offering counseling and therapy sections for our single mothers to help with their emotions, collaborating with health service personnel to give us affordable healthcare services for our single mothers and their children. We will collaborate with government officials and philanthropists to create small-scale businesses in our communities, which our mothers are going to work at flexible hours. They get time to go back and take care of their children. We will also work with legal aid agencies, local lawyers in our communities, so that they give our mothers free consultations when it comes to legal situations. They will teach our mothers about their child's rights, their own rights, and where to take situations like this too. Financial literacy workshops will be organized with our local banks, where they will teach our mothers about savings, budgeting, and new forms of generating income. Our last, which is our mentorship sections, we will organize sessions with our older or experienced single mothers, where they would mentor our younger single mothers so that they help with their daily activities and release them of stress and isolation. If you are a young woman out there, know that this situation is not a child's play. Try as much as possible not to find yourself in this situation. If you're a young man, now that you know the dangers of single mothers, do not try to put someone's daughter in such a situation. If you are a father, you still have chance to go and correct your wrong. If you are a mother, if you are a single mother, know that you are beautiful, you are strong, you are valuable. Your efforts are seen and your love is appreciated. Your children's success is going to be the testament to your love and dedication. Let us all come together and celebrate our single mothers for their efforts in our lives and in our communities. Eraba, me member dachi. Eraba, me member. Thank you.